And we see here he begins by reminding them of his chains, a prisoner of the Lord, not merely in Rome, a prisoner to Rome, but bound because he belongs to the Lord. And what the empire saw as shame, a prisoner, Paul counts as an honor. His bonds, they prove the calling he urges them to honor. He says, it's worthy. You know what? This calling of being a Christian, of belonging to Jesus, it's worth more than freedom. Because look at this, friends. Look what he doesn't ask. I mean, if I were Paul and I was writing to you, I might write, please help. Pray for my release. But instead, Paul doesn't say that. He says, walk worthy. Don't let my chains scare you from living the gospel that put me here, from living it out. Show by your life that this calling is worth everything. The Greek word for worthy, it's a word that actually pictures a balancing scale, and on one side of the scale, it's holding all of the things you've received: grace, adoption, reconciliation with God, the forgiveness of your sins. And the other side of the scale holds your life. And Paul is saying, let your life bear the weight of your calling. Let it balance out. You're not earning it. He's saying, live in alignment with your calling, with the worthiness of it. And for those of you who are familiar with the Bible, you'll recognize this pattern. It's always redeemed, redemption first, and then obedience. Israel rescued from Egypt by God's grace, and then given the law to shape their life. And Paul's just applying that same rhythm here. But I mean, the words walk worthy, they do expose a gap, don't they? Because our conduct, our behavior, it often feels light compared to the weight of God's call. And friends, the Ephesians knew this. Jews and Gentiles sharing one table. That was a tension in Ephesus that Paul's writing this to. Old pagan habits tugging at the heart. But you know what? We understand the same thing. We understand impatience with other people, with other believers. Preferences hardened into division. Suspicion of other Christians, suspicion of other traditions. And at the bottom of it, it's about identity. Do I believe my truest calling, who I am, comes from God? Or do I think it comes from the culture, or my class, or my tribe, or my denomination? Listen, friends, only God's call is weighty enough to unite us and to reorient us, to direct us properly.